What the hell were you thinking?
What next? Where are we going?
Yeah.
Which way? Focus. Which way?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Nuts.
Did you sleep well, Mr. Connors? Would you like some toast? Oh my God.
That's him.
He was a really, really great guy. I really, really liked him. A lot.
Bruh. What up, sir?
What's going on?
You had a good week? Yes? Finally.
My butthole was tight.
I was starting to forget what a win tasted like.
Tight Monday night. I'm like, I just had to go to bed. I was fucking tired.
I hear you. Yours was a very, very close.
But a win is a win is a win, as they say.
You're right. You're goddamn right. I also went to bed thinking this guy fucked you. What's this guy? Olave. It's like Fat Zero. And then when I saw your boy got 6, I was like, oh, okay.
Fucking Saints, man. Fucking Saints.
Those fucking Saints. All right, let's get into it, guys. Let's go. Oh. So just to get a couple of these games out of the way, since they don't really matter. We had my game. I beat Shredder, even though I picked against myself, but I did say I would never ever give up. I beat Shredder 108.91. You fucking deserved it. We got Big Papa J beating up on Pork Chop Express 98.75, and then Pedro. No, sorry, no. Tribal Chief losing to the 4-time champ Andy Rogue 90-85. So it's a pretty close game. What game did you want to highlight this week, sir?
You your game actually.
Ah, okay.
I see you. I see you have you managed to win a game without Jalen Hurts as your fucking butt here.
Well,
You chose Trevor Lawrence in a good week because normally he's not this good.
definitely lucked out. I thought I only picked him because of Indianapolis.
This is his best game of the year, and you lucked out.
And guess what? He's going back to the fucking pine off my team.
Wow. And I saw O play Geno Smith instead of Mahomes, which
I mean, it worked out in his favor.
I'll say this: I had Mahomes last year, and he never. I think he was like steady, but never high, never low. He was just like steady.
He was consistent.
15 to like 18 points, but never that game that he was known for. So just.
And I would argue that it seems like he has less weapons this year. So.
I mean, he's got a few people. Just no running. I mean, Kareem Hunt came out of nowhere. So.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, at least he's had who I think Pedro picked up Kareem Hunt. He's had him for a few weeks, but yeah, he scored this week, so that's a good thing.
But I see Orlando is continuing to pick up my scraps. How did Njoku work out for you? Oh, huh? 1 point. Keep picking up my scraps. Enjoy that.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that.
So yeah, so congratulations on the W, man. Kelsey gave you 7 points. I'm sure you felt good about that.
Well, considering he had 50 by half, he had 5 points by halftime. I was disappointed that this guy didn't go back to him later in the game. But yeah, 7 points is better than fucking nothing.
8 last week, 7 this week.
Maybe he's slowly trending.
Look at this. Come on.
I was scared because I didn't put in Mooney, even though I did want to put in Mooney for Garrett Wilson. I reluctantly didn't because I got busy at work, to be honest. And, I lucked out, really lucked out because it could have gotten worse.
Just need someone to pick up Kirk Cousins, man. Give Kirko some love. This guy's balling.
Fuck that guy. Well, for my game of the week, I wanted to highlight Horchy's great attempt at stopping Hensel because he's so hot right now. But, me and you were talking about this. I mean, not 104.96 is actually pretty close considering Horchy made as many good moves as you can make. I wouldn't. I honestly think there was no. Chase Brown was the only one that outscored somebody on his roster. But who's going to make that? Who's going to put down Terry McLaurin, who's been doing really, really good. Horchy made all the right decisions. He literally lost because of 1 point from his kicker, and I know that's the breaks. Especially since I had predicted you to win on last week's intro. So you failed me. I'll never have faith in you again.
You want to hear something funny? My kicker got hurt. I scored 8 points. This guy played the whole game.
Womp, 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 womp.
He lost to the Baltimore, whatever Hansel's team name is this week.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. It's too soon to tell. He hasn't touched his team yet. Son of Sam.
I think Hansel has like a name generator, and he just like types in.
But I don't know. I don't get Son of Sam because it's what Ted Bundy. I don't get it. I don't.
Just enjoy the W's, Hansel, because at some point you're not going to be winning.
Yeah, and just to clean up, I didn't mention one game. Joe lost miserably to Pedro. 145. Yeah, 145.85. Again, them's the breaks.
Everybody Dro's team. Everybody.
Oh yeah, they were all very hot. So just going over last week. Going into last week, I was 3-2. You were 2-3. Last week we picked the same team, so we both went 3-2, which brings our season total, which is only since week 4 because we just started. 6-4 for me, 5-5 for you, sir. So with that, why don't we make some picks on who we think is going to win this week? Want to see exactly. Let me pull up the games. My computer's acting a little laggy. It hasn't all season. It's been doing good.
Staten Island Wi-Fi. What's going on out there? Is it all the racism that's just
all the racists are on blogs and yelling at woke people online. So we use up a lot of
the internet. Migrants and the ones who came before them would leave our island. Come on, guys.
Wow, Andy, you sound really old and white and Republican right now.
Yeah, that's what Staten Island is.
Oh, for sure. I do also want to make a note that I am against the Cat Williams trade to the Knicks. We were fine without him, and it's just because I said for sure because he be acting so spicy.
Enjoy it when he's playing good, but when you start losing, just.
Well, he hit a 3. And everybody was on ESPN was like, oh, look at his first points as a New York Knick in this preseason. And he walks in to a 3 where he was like 3 feet off the 3-point line. Problem is, you're my center. I don't want you taking that shot. You fucking dumbass. Anyway, that's basketball. So game number 1, sir. Me versus you. Where do you go?
You go for a winner. You go for a guy who's been winning.
You have the same record.
That's it. I'm gonna win. That's it.
So you pick surprise. Well, I'm a little more in depth. I'm gonna pick Eric because I'm 3rd in my division. You're only 4th, so I'm better than you.
No, it's just.
I think that's how it works.
Half of your team is on a bye, so good luck with that.
And yet I'm still gonna win. Just so you see. We'll see next week when we're doing this. I'll be coming in like this.
You know what we should do? I don't know if this is possible, but like we should have like a confidence meter for how much we think we're gonna win, and we're willing to wager an actual player.
What?
On that W. That'd be great.
Me and you?
Or it should be
crazy.
It should be like Fast and the Furious, where like if you lose your car.
What the hell am I putting up?
I don't know. It'd just be funny.
Wow. Yeah, real funny, Andy. The next game, Joe versus Jay. Who do you say, sir? What the heck was that?
Dro versus Jay. I'm gonna go with Dro because if you look at Jay's team, he's still rocking the 3 players that are out.
Yeah, he's holding on to those guys like.
He's got a couple buys, so he's got to make some moves. I don't know when he expects Nick Chubb to come back, but I don't think it's going to be this year. So.
So you said you're going with Dro?
Dro.
Oh, okay. I'm actually going to stay with J Ray. I know he has a couple more decisions he has to make as far as pickups are concerned. You keep pointing out the 3 people that have been out, but they've been out this whole time. So he's been doing whatever he's been doing without those guys. I don't see Dro repeating last week.
Justin Jefferson is out too, so.
You're right. So, I think I'm going to stick with Jay. I'm going to go with Jay.
I think Jay's just holding on to these guys just out of principle at this point. Just we don't make fun of him.
Jay's the kind of person I think that will continue to do the same thing the wrong way just because he's too stubborn to get out of his own way. So
he's in too deep.
He's in too deep at this point.
You ain't no cop, Jay Reed.
Jake Reed. Next game, Joe versus Ed. This
The game of the week.
Andy's game of the week. I couldn't agree with you more if it wasn't. I felt better about another game. But what are your take? What's your take? Who are you
You
going?
know what I wish we could have for this? I wish we could have like a live webcam on them while
As the game is happening?
Yeah, that'd be fucking great.
Let's pick a game and see if we can get a WhatsApp call going at the same time. I would love to jump on a WhatsApp call just to hear them.
I'm gonna go with Ed, simply because Joe needs a quarterback. He had Darnold, but he's on a bye, and Richardson is probably not going to play because Flacco took someone else. He took another black man's job because that's what
that's what the white man does.
Flacco's like, hey, these guys can't do what I do, and it's throw the ball deep and make plays happen.
And he has a good head of hair.
This fucking guy's like the ageless wonder. So yeah, Ed. But I hope for a tie, really. But I think if
we all know. We all know you want your ties. I'm gonna go with Joe. I'm gonna go with Joe because I believe in you, Joe. Ed has tougher matchups. His key players have tougher matchups, and I think that's the edge you need, Joe, to squeak by and assert your dominance in the field of winless teams. I also think it makes more sense that if somebody was going to go 6-0 or worse, that Ed would have been my first pick anyway.
Yes.
It is what it is, I guess. The next game, Hochi versus Paul. This is the game to see who can suck each other's, really to see how hard Paul can suck on Hochi's dick. There's clearly a very big amount of respect that Paul has towards Hochi through comments he's made. I see it. I think it's evident. Is Hochi gonna assert his dominance, leave a mushroom imprint on Paul's forehead because Paul is in awe and doesn't want to hurt him? I'm going with Hochi. I think that everything is lining up on his side.
What am I looking at? I mean, Paul has Barkley coming back. Mixon, if he plays, even though he plays hurt, I think that bodes well for him. So I think that matters. But your brother's team has been doing all right, and Jaden Daniels. The steal of the season. Steal of the season. This guy is swindled him.
He's the trade that keeps on giving.
And it's funny, we ran through the scores for Joe. And I think there was one game he lost by like 6. Mm-hmm. Every other game he's gotten smoked in. So him keeping Jaden Daniels wouldn't have mattered.
No, it wouldn't have.
But the fact that your brother got him and he got him for a running back that I don't even think Joe plays all the time. It's just it was like a throwaway. So,
well, I go with Hochi in this matchup, but I do want to note I'm not feeling super confident about Jaden against Baltimore. Baltimore gives up passing, so great. But Jaden likes to stand in the pocket and take hits as he delivers the ball. I don't know if this team is the team you want to take hits from. So, but
is he like the diet version of Lamar Jackson? Diet Lamar?
I mean, I guess you could say that. You know, he definitely. He runs. Oh, he runs. He runs. I think he's got the most rushing yards in the first 5 games of an NFL quarterback career. I think. But anyway, good luck to you guys both. And to my game of the week, we have Orlando versus son of Sam, or whatever the hell his name is. I'm sure he's gonna do a play off the shredder. Maybe he's the rat, whatever the rat's name is. I don't know. Huh?
It'll be Super Shredder.
Maybe. I'm going with Hensel, unfortunately. I think that Orlando doesn't survive after I beat him last week. And I think he's going to go into a little spiral here, especially if Geno Smith is his quarterback. So I think Hensel pulls this out.
Like I said last week, Hensel wins if Lamar and Henry go off. If they don't, he doesn't win. It's pretty simple.
I will note, now that you mentioned it, I've been doing a little research this week, and Lamar and Henry have accounted for at least 28% of Hensel scoring every week. 1 week, week 4, if Hensel played Dak for some reason instead of Lamar, if he had played Lamar, they would have accounted for 63% of his team scoring. Yeah, like you said, they are going to go the way of Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, and I don't think that Washington does enough to stop either one well enough. So I definitely see this going in Hensel's favor.
Yeah. But I think if O's running backs, Najee, Bijan, and Cook have good games, I think he'll pull it out. But like I said, if it's Lamar and Henry show, if they don't go off, because Henry wasn't having a good game on Sunday, and then he had that huge run.
The one in overtime. Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, that's it.
Which he shouldn't have had, because they should have kicked that field goal and made it.
But blame the holder. I guess the guy doesn't. I mean, you got one job, just
You got one fucking job, guy.
Catch the ball, put it down, let the guy. But I love a game.
I will note, now that we've covered all those things, my hot take for the week. Leave
tight ends alone.
Listen, I think I made my case. If there's any one of you out there that still questions my logic, you're stupid, and I don't talk to stupid people except for Andy. No, my hot take, to kind of dig the knife in Hochi's side, I did some more research. Hochi lost by, what I say, 7 points, 6 points?
8.
He lost by 8 points, right? He got 1 point from his kicker. If you take out his kicker, he lost by 9. I scoured the papers, as he likes to say. Out of all the available kickers, 24 to be exact, 24 kickers, actually it's only 22 because 2 of them were on IR. Out of the 24 kickers that were there, 11 kickers would have gotten him a 9 or more. That means that he had about a 46% chance, almost half, of picking a kicker that would have either tied the game or won him the game. And he managed to pick one of only 2 kickers that got 1 fucking point last week. Of the undrafted, of course, the waiver wires. Stick that in your Canadian bacon and smoke it, my friend. That is a shitty way to fucking lose, knowing that you had a 50-50 chance to either win or tie your game on one possession, or on one player, I should say. And isn't it ironic that he's the one that fought for the kicker scoring and loses by the kickers? That's like me losing because of the fucking tight ends. Fucking tight ends. They fucking suck.
Live by the kicker, you die by the kicker.
Yeah. That was my hot take. Do you have any hot takes, sir?
No, I'm gonna just repeat what I said last week. Don't play anyone from Miami. That's it.
It was hard to argue last week. It is even harder to argue this week as I got one from A-Chain and he got
I mean, he got a concussion, so that's
yeah.
You can't. Waddle gave me 4 on the bench. I think he's gonna be there for a little bit until they get a quarterback, which I don't see that happening this year. So
hey, Kaepernick is there, guys. Someone get Kaepernick. Let's give him a shot. He can't cost a lot of money.
I think I drafted Waddle in like the 2nd or 3rd round. Fuck, man,
Yep, that is a pretty shitty. I mean, I drafted A-Chain in like my top 4. So
let's just say he won't be on my keeper short list this year.
Oh, really? Oh man. All right, sir. Well, I think that this timer function is a little weird. I don't think it's doing anything, but all right. So then I guess we can't speak anymore since we're enemies this week. So go fuck yourself.
Hey man, there's a 56% chance I'm gonna make the playoffs. We're gonna raise that up a little bit after this week again, and let's reservations for 1, please. The playoffs.
I don't know how you're
gonna
gonna
do it right here. Week 6 reservations for 1 playoffs. Thank you.
Hey, wait a second. What week did you guarantee you were gonna pick a challenger, an opponent?
It's not gonna be Hensel. You know what?
Did I write that in my notes? Oh yeah, I said Andy will text his opponent. You're gonna text somebody, but you didn't say when. So can we get a commitment? We're in we're going into week 6
by Halloween.
What's that? Like week 8, 9?
Yeah, I think that's halfway. Yeah,
it's only 14 weeks, so more than halfway. So you're saying that more than halfway into the season, you know who's gonna win from the other division and gonna make it to the playoffs. I mean, to the chip. You literally have a 1 in 5. You have a 1 in 5 chance.
Well, I mean, after this, Joe and Ed, I guess, are out for sure. Although it says that they still have a chance to make it. They have
technically
to go on, hot run. They have to go on
technically.
They have to go on the runs of all runs to make it.
The run of all runs.
No.
But technically, Ed wouldn't count because strong side, you're assuming you're gonna make it out of there. So you're literally picking from one of 5 teams. That's Pedro, Orlando, me, Hochi, and Joe. You just said no to Joe. So literally it's only 4 players you could be thinking of. It's Hochi, me, Orlando, or Pedro. So you're gonna text one of us by Halloween, and that's who you're predicting is gonna meet you in the chip.
I see this going down. I gotta be careful. I don't want to Ed myself.
Well, you got till Halloween to make a decision, so there's no need to make.
For some reason, I think Orlando's gonna come back just in time.
He has done that in the past
to create an intro and just cement it in the Hall of Fame.
I think the only way that happens is if I think I get a full head of steam before the end of the season and I lose in the first round because my team just shits the bed. But other than that, I think
you are the Pittsburgh Steelers of this league.
I'll take that.
Consistent, high score. Well,
I'll take it.
Pittsburgh isn't high scoring.
Not so far.
Consistent, constantly winning enough games to get into the playoffs, and then just
somehow losing a game I should have won to win it all. But all right, sir. Well, then we shall see.
All right.
This week we do the man dance.
I will give you one of these.
Oh, amazing!
To go.
Where'd you find that?
To go and give you a to-go plate for that. So yeah. So enjoy the L this week.
Okay.
And
Sure. Sure. Have a great one, sir. Sleep with one eye
My
open.
lineup will be set by Sunday morning.
Oh, I'm not worried about your stupid lineup. You're not gonna trick me like you have these other losers. Deuces, sir.
All right, fuck you.
Fuck yourself.
Fast and the Furious. Ja Rule all one, yeah, it's our world. Please believe y'all ain't real. Please believe it's murder. Please believe INC. Come on, what's touching me? RULE. Love me or hate me, baby. Refer to 336, baby. That's the rule. Please play it, don't get it confused. See this game that we playing, y'all playing to lose. Who's next to on the ride? Who's spitting how I do?